What if your job involved tracking down the galaxy's most dangerous criminals, flying through asteroid fields, and living life on the edge of the law? We're diving into the salary, perks, and brutal challenges of being a bounty hunter in Star Wars. From hunting down targets for the Empire to navigating the chaos of the Outer Rim, we'll uncover what it's really like to live by the blaster in one of the most dangerous galaxies ever created. And of course, we'll answer the big question, is the paycheck worth it, or would you end up paying with your life? So, what does it mean to be a bounty hunter in Star Wars? Let's start with the basics. Bounty hunters are the galaxy's problem solvers, tracking down targets, delivering them, usually alive, and collecting credits. But not all bounty hunters are created equal. You've got legends like Boba Fett, who's known for his efficiency and cool armor, Cad Bane, the ruthless Duros who's always one step ahead, and Fennec Shand, the sharpshooting assassin who's as deadly as she is clever. Your day-to-day involves everything from negotiating with shady clients to dodging blaster fire in the depths of space. Oh, and don't forget the occasional run-in with a Jedi, a Sith, or a rogue droid like IG-11, because in this line of work, no job is ever simple. So, what does a typical day look like for a Star Wars bounty hunter? Your morning starts with a briefing from a hologram of some sketchy client offering you a job you probably shouldn't take, but you need the credits. Once you've accepted the mission, you're off in your ship, navigating through hyperspace to some backwater planet where your target is hiding. By midday, you're knee-deep in trouble. Maybe you're sneaking through a cantina full of thugs, or facing off against a rival hunter who wants the same payday. And let's not forget the occasional all-hands-on-deck situation when your target turns out to be way more dangerous than you expected. Like, say, a Force-sensitive child, a rogue dark trooper, or a Hutt with a grudge. What if your target is protected by a Jedi, or worse, a Sith Lord? As a bounty hunter, you're trained to handle yourself in a fight, but taking on someone who can move objects with their mind, or choke you from across the room is a whole new level of danger. You'd need to rely on your wits, your gadgets, and maybe a little help from your fellow hunters to survive. And let's not forget the pressure of knowing that if you fail, you could lose your head, or worse, your reputation. So how does this compare to real-world jobs? In the real world, a professional bounty hunter or private investigator earns an average of $50,000 to $80,000 a year, depending on experience and location. But as a Star Wars bounty hunter, you're not just chasing down bell jumpers, you're taking on high-risk targets in a galaxy full of danger. That's a whole new level of responsibility and risk. So how much would a Star Wars bounty hunter make? Let's do the math. If we assume the average bounty hunter earns 20,000 credits per job based on what we've seen in The Mandalorian and The Empire Strikes Back, and completes 10 jobs a year, that's 200,000 credits annually. Now, let's convert that to real-world terms. If we assume one credit is roughly equivalent to $1 USDT, that means a bounty hunter's annual earnings would come out to around $200,000 a year. That's right, enough to afford a sleek ship, top-tier gear, and maybe even your own private moon. But remember, this is before expenses like fuel, repairs, and bribes. If you're working for high-paying clients like the Empire or the Hutts, 200,000 credits a year would be more than enough to cover basic expenses like fuel, ammo, and the occasional upgrade to your gear. But if you're taking on smaller jobs in the Outer Rim, you might struggle to make ends meet, especially when you factor in the cost of maintaining your ship and keeping your weapons in top condition. Of course, the perks might just make up for it. Imagine having access to the best weapons and gadgets in the galaxy, flying a ship like the Slave Boy or the Razor Crest, and earning the respect or fear of everyone you meet. Plus, how many people can say they've gone toe-to-toe with a Jedi or outsmarted a Hutt? But there are challenges too. You'd be dealing with constant danger, the pressure to uphold your reputation, and the occasional existential crisis when you realize you're working for the bad guys. And let's not forget the risk of getting betrayed by your own clients. Just ask Boba Fett how that worked out with Han Solo. So, would you take the job as a Star Wars bounty hunter? Or would you demand a raise to deal with the constant danger, moral dilemmas, and the occasional run-in with a lightsaber? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more wild breakdowns, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. What other Star Wars jobs should we analyze next? Let me know, because the Force isn't the only thing that's strong with this channel.